Okay, now we will cover the C of CRUD operations, the creation. Okay, we're going to go for the creation of an object. This is what we have, and what I will do now is I will add a stack. I will add a stack. We will see this more in detail when we go for the layout section. But I need a column inside the stack, and then I need a container. I need one container and another container. I need two containers. I will wrap this column in the second container. Okay, inside. When you do this and you leave it before it ends, it will put it inside. If not, it will put it at the same level. I don't know why they do it like this. At the beginning it's a bit strange, but then you realize it's quite convenient. So I have one container, and then I have a stack and two containers embedded. And in the first container, I will add a row, and this row will have a text field. That is where I will add the email, and also a button that will say send or something like that. And the containers are overlapping, and the way I make them to don't overlap is by telling them which position they should, where should they appear. So for the first container, I will tell him to have a width of 100 and a height of 20%. Okay, percent, not pixels. And no, too much, 20%, 10% is enough. And for the second container, I will tell it to have 100%, not pixels, 100% of width, and 80% of height, but to appear aligned more like something like this, okay? So the first container appears in the top. Horizontal alignment of the first container will be at the vertical alignment. Yeah, I think because this is I'm now trying to align the first document. First document is the horizontal alignment in the top, and the container somewhere over here. Let's see. Well, I will make it all, and if it doesn't appear the way I want, that I think it's correct. Container. No, it's vertical alignment, sorry. It's not the horizontal, it's the vertical alignment property. Vertical. The first one should, okay, now yes, you see now it's moving correctly. Should appear at the top, okay? And the second container should appear somewhere, yeah, something like this, Okay, so here in some hint text, I will tell it to, here in some hint text, I wanted the text to say email, okay? In the button, I want the text of save, right? And here I will add some padding on the left, 10%, 10 pixels of padding. And basically, as you can imagine, when I click save, this email should be saved in the database, okay? So how do we do that? I go to the button and I come here to the actions, okay? I come to the actions and I will click on add an action. Well, in fact, I will add two actions. So I will open the flow editor. Remember that when we need more than one action, we need to do it there. I click in add an action, and the first action will be to create a document in Firestore. Okay, create a document of the collection users, and the fields, the email field, if you established correctly in the database definition the properties, you will be prompted with the fields that this object needs. Okay, so the email, if I click here on this arrow, I will tell it that the email, the field email, should be, if I want a specific value, I can put it here manually, but that's not the case. The case is that I want a value from a variable, and now here it tells me that it's unset, so I click in this button, and I have something called widget state, which is like the state of this widget, as the name indicates, no? And if we click here, look at this, text field email. Automatically, when I define a text field widget, that widget creates a state with the name of, with the property that we're defining. I didn't put it any name, but in this case, since we have only one, that's not really important. We will, but when we have many fields in a form like with a lot of data, of course, it's better to give it the specific name. Otherwise, it will be hard to work with it. But for now, we have only one, so I select this and I tell it to save the email and find the email in the property, in the widget state that was specified in the text field email, which is the text field email, this. Okay? Right. So we come back to the button, I open the action, and once that is done, I want to show a snack bar. Okay, telling the that data saved correctly. Okay, this is not really necessary. Okay, if you don't do it, the application, it's perfectly fine, but I don't know, I like to do it like this. So the action session has expired. Okay, I'll launch a new one. And this is the result. So we still see the data below, and now here I will create a new email. Peter Steven at gmail.com, and if you click save, look, something happened here. Now I have a small error, bottom overflow by 4 pixels, which is a design error, but look at this, Steven email has been created, and if we go to the database, here we have Steven. Okay, so it works. The create operation is working successfully. This visual error has to do with the fact that with some, yeah, I think it's this. You see, I set it as 80 pixels, so it's overlapping. So we must put it as 80%, and or maybe 70%. Maybe less, maybe 50%, and make it a bit, okay, something like this. And now this effect should disappear. Okay, I will put now, I don't know, 123@gmail.com. I click save, pound, there you see. At gmail.com, and bam, there you have it. Okay, so that's it. We are this is how we create data inside. We create data from Flutterflow to Firebase with an action, firestore, create document. We set all the fields, and as you can see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 objects, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 objects.